Hello, hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of the Astral Calling here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. It's good to see you all again. It's been a minute. Last week was spooky as all hell. Thank you, Sarah. And this week, we're going to have some spell jamming spectacular fun, I think. It's going to be a good time. But before we get to the good time, some other channel announcements. Announcement number one. We're going to be down in McKenna for a long time. This is going to be the longest stint that McKenna hasn't been on this channel since we started doing stuff. Which is strange. Very strange to me. But then, we are also down in Maya tonight, so send some vibes and some love their way as well. But other announcements, channel announcements. Tomorrow night, the Tabletop Rose, Charterstone.
At least one round.
At least one round, maybe two. It depends on how quickly we play. Will Matt continue to exploit cats to win the entire game? Join us and find out.
I'm like the ancient Egyptians over here. I just worship those little fuzzy fiends.
As well you should.
Then on Sunday, Cozy Co-op. Just a relaxing night stream. I think we have Sarah back for some Stardew Valley with me, Emily, and Sarah. Then on Monday night, the Strength of Thousands Adventure Path. Sarah continues to be MVP in that one with their poisons and pretty much everything they've been doing, like the alchemical golem takedowns. Like Charlotte has been like MVP for the last couple weeks, I would say.
Shucks.
They didn't expect the alchemist in the third act.
Nope, they never do. And then on Tuesday, the Sprout stream. So me, our friend DataFang, also known as TJ, who is very fun, not to be confused with PJ, who is also very fun. And Matt, playing Final Fantasy XIV, the award-winning MMO, now a free trial all the way up to Stormblood. I'm starting Endwalker. Sarah, I'm scared. I'm like 40 minutes in and I'm scared.
How did you get through Shadowbringers already?
Oh wait, Shadowbringers. Sorry, I mixed up the two expansions.
It's Shadowbringers.
Shadowbringers. I've been isekai'd and I'm scared.
I was like, Will's no sleeping.
You should, yes, absolutely.
Yes. I've been to be honest with you, I'm very tempted by it, but with how my schedule has been with adding the teaching. Speaking of teaching on Wednesday nights, we're starting a little bit later because I'm teaching a musical theater class to rural kids. Kids. Rural children.
There you go.
I have like 20 kids I'm teaching that are like an hour out of town in like rural Manitoba. And you know what? There's some really good kids in that group. I'm really happy with them. They're really awesome. Then on Thursday we're off because I have GM at Music Games. I lied. There was one ticket available for each of the weeks for low-level games. Although we had a new player join us yesterday who might be taking that ticket. So if it's not already sold, come and play that game with us. Join me as I reached my 100th PFS game and hit 4 stars. And then I have to, at that point, go to a major con and get graded on my GMing, which is
not here.
terrifying. In a good way, but also in fun PFS news for Winnipeg, Manitoba folks. We're doing a multi-table special at Game Manitoba this year, and that multi-table special is the first time it's being run outside of Gen Con.
Huzzah!
We're getting to be the first people to run it outside of its Gen Con premiere, and that's really exciting to me. Nice. It makes me feel good about it. I'm going to be organizing that and going to be the table GM for headquarters. So I'm in charge of the entire event. There may be more voice acting. We had some amazing voice acting in the form of Cosmic D8746 for the first one. And I intend to bring that back with maybe some more people because this one has more than one character. But other announcements, Astral Calling, show you're watching right now. Why are you watching the show? Well, I personally think it's because of the people that we have on this show. Starting off with one of the most magnetizing people in the world, someone who draws folks to them just because of how awesome they are, we have Rose playing Luna.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
I-
Hi.
I'm not going to lie. Y'all, I am incredibly thankful. Like, and I know like Thanksgiving is past for Canada. It's almost there for the States. I am incredibly thankful for the friends that I have gotten to make because of this channel, because for the Rosalies, the Sarahs, the Mayas, just absolutely everyone involved that I didn't know beforehand has been some of the most amazing people in my life, and I'm excited to have them in my life going forward. And then, of course, we have the old standards with Chad, being probably the person that I've spent the most time with on this channel, technically speaking.
Might be the case.
Yeah. God, those are some... I have some great memories with Chad. And then, of course, Matt, who was one of the reasons I stuck around playing PFS, because they were really fun, and I liked Garl.
Covered my picture.
Yeah. But yeah, so sorry, me feeling incredibly sentimental tonight aside. Other folks on tonight's game, of course, we have my favorite person I've killed with 30 Grindelows, Chad, playing Vim
A lot of
tonight.
Grindelows.
Yeah, that did happen.
It did happen.
It wasn't just the 30 Grindelows. It was also the like being last in initiative and almost everybody before me rolling nat ones on everything they were trying to do. So like you could just see it coming more and more as the time went on. But also I come with extra special announcement. Our Game of the Year stuff coming up probably late next month or
Yeah.
early January. Depends on everybody's schedules. I want to do it as late as possible to allow for as many announcements and things to come before and as much time for everybody to play whatever they want to play. But this year, I also want to pull up kind of some community picks for categories, including the people on the channel that play games that just aren't part of the Saturday night stream.
Yeah.
So I have created a little Google form, and I don't know if I can link or if I need to see.
You should be able to link, and if you can't link, I'll
link?
allow you.
All right, I
Well,
will place
and
the
worst comes to
link
worst, I'll just go /mod.
in the Twitch chat. It appears
there you
that it
go.
allowed it to happen.
I have you whitelisted.
I was able to open it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, at some point, anybody who's watching or part of the stream that is not part of the Saturday night streams, fill that out for us so we can kind of get everybody's opinions and find out what things people are playing and we're excited to play this year.
Mm-hmm. In fun gaming news, I'm down to one gotcha game right now.
Progress.
And how many TCGs?
First step is admitting you have a
Is
problem.
it just Triple Z?
No, it's not even Triple Z anymore. I'm out of Triple Z.
Is it a
the
new one?
legitimately the only gotcha game I'm playing
Fate?
is no, not even Fate. The only one I'm playing right now actively is that fucking Disney Pixel one.
Oh.
And it's
It is
awful.
poor content, but I love it.
It's so
It's
so
bad,
mediocre.
but I love it.
Yeah.
It's
I'm sitting here with my fully leveled Stitch hanging out, playing a ukulele, relaxing, and it's just nice. But yeah, I'm down to one gotcha
Catching
game
those b-balls upside of the hood.
and 5 TCGs.
Done one little fight.
Maybe 6, because apparently they're doing a physical version of the Genius Invocation TCG, Rose.
Eventually.
I saw that on my Discord. I don't know that I can't pick up another TCG.
I'm not strong enough.
I cannot. I'm not.
No, it's the other way around. You're too strong to pick up another TC.
I am too powerful. Look, it's hard enough to get my friends to play with me in Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon or anything.
Oh, but
Lorcana, it's hard
Rose,
to get anybody
I'm
to play
building
with me.
a Pokemon deck with the next set. Because have you heard about the next set yet?
Of Pokemon?
Yeah,
No.
it's Eevee. It's Eevee centric. The next set's Eevee centric. Emily's getting into it. I'm getting into it for it. I'm going to make a Pokemon deck out of Eevees. It's not going to be a good Pokemon deck, but it's going to be an Eevee deck.
You're gonna need like all energies.
Yes. Yeah, so Chad had put that into the chat. Continuing on, the person who has made me put into writing that I am not going to destroy something they hold dear to them. Sarah, playing Captain Cypress.
Hello. I ensured that I got it. I have written it down. That is a promise.
So nobody's going down with the ship, huh?
No.
It is in writing. Cross my heart and
Show it to us.
hope to Tataru. But then we of course have another person who is slowly experiencing Final Fantasy XIV, Matt, playing Darius tonight.
I'm curious when I will encounter the switchover for the voice actors for Alphano, and what's his
Next.
name?
Next one, Heaven's Word. That's when it will happen.
Yeah, I have apparently reached. I'm already over leveled for this expansion, so I have to get the plot going.
Yeah.
Yes, you need to just truck through it, my dude.
I've been going
let's
out
play
into
together.
the wilderness and getting
Fates.
mud puppy meat steaks for people. I'm like, this is the epic quest. I will save the world. I'm not really making fun of it. I've done this bullshit in WoW for decades. So I'm like, this is questing in an MMO. I'm saving the world by farming a bizarre thing in the wilderness.
I will say you become more important as the story progresses. It's very
yeah. At this point in time, you're not important enough. The funny thing is that at a certain point in time in the game, they make fun of that because there is a title where you get the Lord or Lady of the Fetch.
Yeah.
Which is the fetch
directly
quest.
into the camera.
But yeah, so that's all of us tonight. Once again, we're down McKenna and we're down Maya. Send the vibes. But with that said, I'm Will, also known as Tabletop Rolls on the internet. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your favorite frog. And then I'm going to roll the intro.
Tree frog.
Hey, quick question.
Yeah?
When am I gonna be on the credits?
That's a good question.
Yeah, Matt, when's she gonna be on the credits?
Excellent.
To be fair, in my
Query.
defense, Sarah, when you first came in, I thought it was a fun guest thing for like a couple episodes.
It was.
Yeah, Matt, so did I.
It was initially, but now Sarah's just part of the ship, part of the crew.
I've got.
Yeah, we both thought that.
Yeah, we both thought that.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
I was
part
like,
of the
okay,
ship,
well,
part of the crew.
I don't know. Sarah seems to be enjoying this. I'll just keep going till they say. I'll just keep going till they want to leave. And
I
it
should
works good.
ask, just for my own bookkeeping later, is the full name to appear on the credits just Captain Cypress? They don't actually have any other names. They're just Captain. Captain is their first name.
Captain, my
Yeah,
captain.
they go by the moniker. It's like
Okay.
the Iron Bull. They like the moniker. They like the title.
Like the counselor in Wild Ambition.
Anywho.
Who, because of the party's heist, they missed an entire story arc revealing interesting things about that character. But, you know, we'll move on from that. So, tonight, my friends, last time on the Astral Calling, our party found themselves faced off with a veil of darkness, an impenetrable force field of some sort made out of dark. And thusly, that darkness was pierced with the help of Darius's fervent prayer to the spark of creation, and our first divine intervention roll on the channel being a success. Holy shiza, that was good luck. Combined with Evie's ingenuity, Luna's charm, Captain Cypress's spit polish, and Vim just being, you know, a bloody dream god.
happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
another-
it's the important things that matter.
Yeah. After piercing the darkness, they began to travel in a almost completely another universe, though it was their own universe. The astral sea had been completely drained of color. Until eventually, another ship came into view. A familiar ship with its weapons pointed at the party as the Philomena, Captain Cypress's former ship, has begun to attack. And I'm going to put us right onto the map because it's time for some ship combat. Deluxe. So
Is this a Mega Man level?
yeah.
Oh, the
That was-
platform is going to be so hard.
I'll be Fan Man.
How does platforming work in D&D 5e? Join us and find out
Oh,
tonight.
yikes.
Acrobatics checks,
Yeah, I guess so.
please.
But in all seriousness, in everyone's lovely little journal, you should see the stats for a living ship. At the top of your journal, everyone should have access to that. In the PCs folder, it should be right above Free Pirates Volley.
Living
Oh,
ship.
oh,
I
I
see
did.
it.
Yeah. So that's
I was
your
looking
ship.
at the top of my journal, but it's the top of the PC section.
Top of the PC section.
But our
s-
ship isn't living right now.
No, but it was at one point.
Quote unquote living
It's a
ship.
classification.
Yes, it's a classification ship, but that is your ship. So we're actually going to be starting off tonight with some arousing ship combat. And I say this as a person who loves Paizo games. Ship combat that's better than the ship combat in Starfinder.
In their
Us.
defense, isn't like the one from Pathfinder, from Starfinder, an entire game system rather than just sort of a cute little thing they added on with a book?
Yes, and apparently they have made it much better in Starfinder 2e, which I look forward to throwing at Chad to try at some point with us.
I just want to be a gray alien. That's all I
You
care
can.
about.
You can be a gray
As long-
alien.
As long as that's possible, I'm there.
If it's not, I'll homebrew it. But in all seriousness, as the Philomena comes into basically view, you can see that it appears to be fully crewed currently. Although, Captain Cypress, if you can make me an insight or perception check, whatever you would prefer.
I think we will go with.
And you have an advantage on this roll as
Sure.
well, because it is your ship.
That is true. That is true. Perception is higher, so we'll go with perception.
It would help if I can see.
15. And then I can roll again because I have advantage, right?
Oh,
Yep.
15.
The dice have spoken.
consistency.
Captain Cypress, just from the way the Philomena is moving, its movements are nothing like the movements when your crew is on it. You can tell that the ship is not being piloted by anyone on the Philomena crew. It appears as though this is like a fresh crew that has absconded with the ship, perhaps.
Y'all, my ship's been shanghaied.
Well, that's
Somebody's
bad.
gonna pay. Somebody's gonna pay. I'm just like fiddling with my fiddle right now, going, somebody's gonna pay. Somebody's gonna pay.
aggressive fiddling.
Because of that, the Philomena is not operating at a full capacity, which is probably good for all of you. So,
I suppose you have like a computer shutdown authorization Cypress 5 beta 2 or something.
That is a classic model. That is 100% human driven. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm not even gonna get into that's okay.
Darius being
It has a computer on it, but the only one who knows how to use the
only for
computer is
StarCraft.
Virgo looks
Marianne.
around the party. It's just like, what is a human?
Yeah, really.
We'll look around.
Cypress just goes,
A pirate?
Weird.
Oh,
A
okay.
human is a pirate? Is it just
I
another
just
word
thought
for
you
pirate?
lost your ears.
Did I?
Has my life
Never
been a
mind.
lie?
Look, if we're going after my ship, I want you all to know, if you break it, you buy it.
And
That
let me
presents
tell
several
you,
difficulties.
the Philomena does have a gold value. And it's over 10K, it's over 20K, it's 30K. It's this whole semester at AMDA.
Secondary education is
It's the
a nightmare.
amount. It's the
Rough.
amount of my student debts. Thank
Rough.
you.
But in all seriousness, we're going to roll initiative. I don't have a token for your ship. I suppose I can just put it. We can put your ship over here. So your ship will be on the left. Philomena will be on the right. The living ship token is not indicative. I said
Good
vindicative.
job, Darius.
The living ship
Sure.
token is not indicative of what your ship truly looks like, but it is there, and I will roll an initiative for the Philomena. Got it. Better
Oh,
than
look.
him.
Look, I rolled garbage initiative. Be shocked, everyone.
Gasp.
I refuse.
Evie is going to be focused the entire time driving the ship without an AI. She'll need to spend her time doing that. E.g., I don't want to have to control Evie for these encounters. And they're so short-handed, in fact, that Rash will also be doing the same.
Coward.
Howard? Rosalie.
Let Maya hear you
I
said
tease.
that.
McKenna and Maya both are not here, so I have to.
Someone has to always admonish Will. It's in the rules of the world.
Yes. But I love you. It's okay.
I appreciate it, Rose. But starting us off with a 20 on initiative, we have Darius. So Darius, things have gone a little bit batty. It appears as though the Philomena is attacking your ship. What are you going to do?
Oh, it's gone a little batty, has it?
Yes. Q Avi Avi.
I could summon a bat.
I
I don't think that would help.
I mean, it would give you more actions.
So, I quickly want to pose a question to the crew. Are we more concerned with it possibly fleeing and us having to chase it, or with it just destroying us with its weapons?
Well, if it flees, we're not dead. So I think I'd be a little more concerned about it destroying us.
All right.
Personally.
I don't know if this is even possible. I would like to try and target their weapons.
Yeah, you can actually try to target weapons.
So
That is something that you can totally do.
I will. So I see we have the ballistic, or that.
Yeah, so in order to do it, it takes essentially 3 actions to fire a ballista.
Now, when you say 3 actions, because in 5e that would mean 3 entire
Turns.
people's turns.
Yes.
Damn.
We hit
If
something.
somebody has like
Haste.
haste or an action surge, that can help speed stuff up. My
that
question
would be
is, if I have extra attack, which I do, lets me make 2 attacks per turn, could I use that to fill up 2 of them?
I would allow that.
Okay.
I will allow that. So Darius, on your turn, what would you like to do?
I guess I will start the process. I'm gonna get going on this, so I will spend an action to load the ballista.
Right? Which ballista do you want to load? There are 4 on this ship. We don't have a spot for them on the map, but there's one basically that has a loading spot in this room. There is one that has a loading spot on either side of the ship here, so
I will
to the
just
front.
move up to one of these ones here.
Okay.
So I know I can move a lot, but I don't want to move out of range of any of the other crew.
All right. So on its turn, the Philomena, with its several basically with some prepped actions, it is going to take a shot on your ship. Let's see if this does what I don't want it to do and roll with advantage. Yes, it would. So advantage toggle. Ballista bolt, an 18.
That hits.
Boom. So that'll be 11 piercing damage to the ship. And as that ballista bolt hits the ship, you can see that there appears to be some sort of cord attached to it. And your ship physically chugs a bit, and then alarms start blaring.
Are they going to try and board
How
us?
close is the ship to us?
Right now, it's like face to face.
Remember, I think going outside of the ship might be damaging.
Yes, it's approximately, we'll say 70 malms.
What?
What is a malm?
Alm. 70
What is
alms.
alm?
That still doesn't help. But it's still unhelpful.
Alms for the poor?
It's a meter. It's a meter. Malms is Final Fantasy.
I'm just remembering the names of the things, but it's essentially about, I'd say with the connection, about 60 feet away from you now.
Oh, okay, so that's okay.
Yeah.
That's sure.
There is some alarms that blare, and GM. Oop. Some creatures have boarded your ship as part of that attack. I'm going to roll their initiative now. Hello. I wonder if I select multiples, if I can I'm just going to roll their initiative as one creature, because I think it'll be, no. I'm going to roll their initiative as one unit. Let's see. All right. Well, they come booking it on. And Luna, it's now your turn.
It is my turn. I'm gonna rabbit hop over here and help Darius with the second two.
Huzzah! Teamwork.
actions. The ballista fire.
Okay. All right. Done. And then
I'm gonna action surge and do another two.
all right, so you should be able to fire it then. So if you want, you can make a ballista attack on your ship's sheet, on the living ship.
Sorry, I have to go back and forth between a few different things.
Yeah, it's all good. I apologize. This is a little bit of a process, I know.
This is what I was talking about being awkward on my laptop. I like having
Nah,
my two
I
screens.
I
like
love
having
being able to do
Click
ship
on
things.
Ballista Crew 3 or Ballista Bolt?
Just ship
Ballista
things.
bolt is the action. A 15 will hit. You fire in. Roll your damage, Rose.
like it's 3d10.
Ooh, 21. A lot more than that. And on top of that, that hits the damage threshold. So that will have me now roll a crash.
Oh.
Oh, no, not a crash. That will cancel.
The other thing, an explosion.
That sets them back by that
Sarah,
many
don't
actions.
kill me.
Turns out you did 21 damage. And
You
that ship's
deal
destroyed.
you deal a lot of damage to that ship.
We were aiming for the weapons?
Yeah. I mean, Luna, were you aiming at the ship or the weapons?
What did Darius have it pointed at?
I was trying to point it at the weapons.
than that.
Oh, all right. Then in that case, the ship is still fine. The weapons will you break one of the ballistas. Now they only have one ballista left.
And it is on the other side of the ship, not even pointing at us?
Yes.
I still think we're going to be boarded, but...
Oh, you already have them
We
boarded.
already
They're
are.
down here.
Oh. I completely blinked and missed that.
Yeah, I'll get
Um,
him next time.
anything else on your turn, Luna?
That is a good amount of things for a Luna. So I
Alright.
will pass it to somebody else.
Finn.
Ah, they're moving in formation.
Like Beyonce.
Oh, that's the name of the episode.
Don't make me do a spit
Like
take. This
Beyonce.
wine was pricey.
You're welcome.
I already coughed once, and I think there's something in my nose. Ugh.
Don't die, Matt. Don't die.
So,
Never can.
is the like, are these guys visible?
I mean, you know that they're on the ship, and there's like a intruders detected in this zone. You do have to get to them.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess what I mean, because
There's
like
cameras.
on the map has like almost like a wall there, so I'm not sure where that opening would be.
The opening to that section is over here in the cargo bay. Like they're going to have to go like that to there to there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Then I guess I will flying through, get here, not see anyone, and hold my action to fire at the first one I see. First
Okay.
intruder I see.
Fair enough. Captain Cypress, it is your turn.
Do you want to fire at your own ship?
You're gonna hate me, but I'm gonna apologize profusely for doing what I'm going to do, but it
Do
is
it,
very
Sarah.
much in character.
Never apologize, Sarah.
Do it, Sarah.
I
I've
have
prepared
to
for every
ask.
zig to zag.
I have to ask, in terms of feet, how far away is my ship? Is it
Currently, from where you are, I have to measure. Give me a minute. Measure. What's 70 plus 60?
130.
130 feet away.
delightful? I know my ship
Yes.
from top to bottom. Yes.
Yep. I
I
do
would
not have a
like-
map prepared for your ship.
No.
Okay.
I will theater of the mind this with you.
Cool.
Because I'm going to cast Dimension Door.
Yeah, thought you would.
And I'm going to Dimension Door directly into the core room of my ship. Because I know exactly where that is.
When you teleport into the core room of your ship, Captain Cypress.
I would like to point out that Cypress's Dimension Door is just a captain's door that just opens.
You are greeted by a strange sight. It looks as though the core of your ship has been altered slightly. So in addition to the actual core of the ship, they appear to, sometimes car guys will like stick a ridiculous engine into something when they don't need to stick a ridiculous engine into something.
What did they do to my baby?
So currently in this room of the ship, there is a
They altered my ship.
There is a magical circle on the ground. And inside of that magical circle, bound and apparently feeding energy to your ship's core, is what appears to be a absolutely gorgeous woman.
I'm listening.
Just absolutely beautiful, like almost radiant. And almost like divine beauty. Whatever that is to Cypress.
Well, Cyprus is not picky, but Cyprus does have standards.
Mhm.
So, yes. Is there anything else? Any other individuals, or just this person in the core of the ship?
Just this person.
All right, I am going to commit to this, and so basically, whoever is nearby, which would probably be, Bash or Evie, essentially, would just see this door appear, open, close, and then disappear again. And then I'm standing there, and I'm just gonna go. Now, this isn't the first time a beautiful woman's been on my ship, but usually it's because I invited them. So,
Texas accent.
what exactly is happening?
Strangely attractive scream of pain.
Well, that's unfortunate.
As like you literally see like parts of her being pulled off and turned into light, and just going into your ship's core.
We're gonna put a stop to that.
With what you know about Spelljammers, it looks as though they've installed a celestial core into your ship, which converts the life energy of a celestial into power for a ship.
Gotta be careful about putting that 454 where there should be a 305. You might break the frame.
I have no idea what that means, Chad.
Thank you, Chad. Thank you. That was brilliant. We're gonna put a stop to that. Yes, sirree. However, I don't have any other actions, so all I can just say is that one wording, and then,
You dimension door in? How you doing?
Essentially, that's exactly what it is. Just casually walk through the door and go, well, hello. Who are you?
Right. Now the Calistigian conscripts will go. They are going to use their action to move and dash.
Dash and move.
And they will get to there, and the door will open up, and you'll see this one walking in, Vim.
Oh, I know what they're doing.
Well then, I am firing off the shot.
Fire at will.
Let me make sure I have 26.
That will hit.
I'm just making sure I. So, yeah. 12 damage.
And you immediately upon this guy walking through the door, shoot him in the head.
Yeah.
Thwump.
Thwump, indeed. Anything else?
No, that was my reaction.
Perfect.
To use my held action.
Darius, it's your turn.
I am going to use my action to do the first part of the loading of a next ballista shot, but then I would like to use my movement to run back towards the shenanigans that are going on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think.
Oh, there's no door there. You have to go out this way.
All right, hold on a sec. So I was right here, I think.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, jump up on the table like a cat.
All right.
Not that I know what that is.
On the Philomena's turn.
Oh God, Sarah. Sarah. Save me from Rose. She's giving me the look.
We have shown you videos.
You are gonna have to fix what you broke, is all I am saying.
I would be happy to do that. If anyone on this ship, I'm happy to fix things.
I think as like Vim, you're firing. You can there's a little porthole beside you. You can see that a cannon has been rolled over and loaded. And the cannon will now fire at your ship.
I'm not cool with that.
A 19 will hit your ship for 33 points of damage.
Ooh, that's rough. That's a rough one.
And Vim, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw as it does hit.
Even if I'm in the air?
Yes.
Okay.
Because a cannonball has entered your ship.
22.
A 22 is a success. You won't take any damage from it. However,
That is my best save.
Walking out of the cannonball are more conscripts.
What?
The cannonballs were the Dragon Ball Z capsules. They just got
Yeah.
people in them.
Yeah. And yeah,
Jim, what does your dream sense say about their power level?
Luna, you're up.
Yeah,
Judging by
okay.
the other one, very low.
So last turn, Darius used one action to prep a cannon.
Yes.
I used my first action with my with my extra attack to fire.
Thank
Yep.
you, Jim.
And then I action surged, which gave me 2 more.
Yes.
Which means that with one action, I
Yeah.
should be ready to fire at the cannon.
Yes, please fire at will.
I will fire at will. Ballista bolt.
A 18 will hit the cannon for 13 points of piercing damage. It's still there.
I like to think every time that happens, the ship shakes and Cypress is sitting there going, "Stop blowing holes in my bloody ship!"
All right. As we cut away to Cypress doing that, it's like, and every time the ship takes damage, the Celestial also takes some damage. So yeah, it's looking interesting there for Cypress.
And then I will do part 1 of loading the next one.
All right. Then in that case, we come to Vim.
Just in case people missed it, we got hero points from chat.
Yes,
Thanks, chat.
mainly Emily.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to wheel around here and start firing at the ones that are closer to us. So I'm going to start with this one in the top.
All right, fire at will.
16.
Hits.
All right. 12 damage.
It goes down.
All right. And then the one right behind him. There we go.
Oh, there you go,
Finally.
Chad.
Finally.
Nice.
Fine. Okay. He takes 29 damage, and all the ones around him take 5 damage each.
There you go, Chad.
And then
How's that feel now after getting
it
to
feels
do that?
great. It feels great when the things that the characters built for start happening.
Yep.
And
Imagine
yeah,
the power
well-
Rose would wield with this build.
oh god, it would be ridiculous. And then we'll find the one that's now closest. Oh, it was almost another. Not that it would matter because nobody's right next to him, but it was almost. And that's another 12 damage.
So Vim, you just go boom, and you see like them grip their heads in pain, and then you just pop. As these creatures go down, they break apart into darkness and disappear.
Oh, pleasant. And I'm doing this. I do make sure because I don't know what Darius is planning on doing, but since he's here right next to me and there are enemies, I am letting him know like these guys don't stand up to much.
Oh, I got a plan.
I will say, Vim and Darius, the two of you, after witnessing the phenomenon that you're seeing, can make me a Arcana check.
Arcana, but I'm a man of the
I love a
cloth.
+0 check.
Well,
13?
10.
Better than my +1.
It was only a 10.
Oh.
The both of you can kind of get the idea that when these creatures go down, they're dissolving into like shadow. They're probably being shunted back to their home dimension, meaning that these people came here to fight with the Calistian Order in order to leave whatever empty void was left of their home dimension, or now probably nothing.
So we're ruining their vacation, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Amazing.
Or they're like desperately joining the people that destroyed their stuff in hopes to be somewhere that's not destroyed, and we are sending them back.
My ship.
Captain Cypress. It is your ship. It's also
I
your
don't
turn.
know. Roll to seduce the power source.
No, I am, however, gonna try and I do want to try and figure out how, if I can, words, uh, break what is bonding it without without any further damage to either the ship or to the celestial.
Yeah, if you want, you can make me a Arcana, Religion, or a. There's no crafting in 5e.
It's tool like instead of crafting, you would have specific
Tools.
tool checks.
They'll say Arcana
I mean,
or Religion.
Yeah, I have a navigator, but that doesn't. I don't think that'll work. Let's see. Let's try. Um, 13. That's not gonna do much.
So looking at this, it appears to be a complex binding spell. If you were able to maybe spend some time getting rid of the runes that bind the celestial to your ship's core, you might be able to free them. In addition to that, things like the banishment spell could basically force the celestial away. That's kind of what immediately comes to mind. So either tinkering with the spell circle itself or banishing the celestial somehow.
If only I knew this and was able to get over there, because Dispel could actually maybe work on that, unlike the last thing I tried it on.
Well, let me think a little. I have some thoughts on it. I might be able to do something.
Okay.
But I don't have enough. I'd have to cast another spell for it.
I mean, you have an action still.
I do. Okay. So if I were to No, that's not gonna work. Never mind. I was just thinking to myself, if I were to convince this celestial to be a willing party, I could dimension door and cut through them, but
I would allow it.
okay. So
I would
if I
totally
can
allow that.
if I can convince the celestial to if I can get into, can I get into where they're
Yeah, you're able to get into it. The binding circle only binds the celestial. So you're able to go into it. The celestial just can't seem to escape it on their own.
Okay, so I could arguably, if I step into and crouch down with the celestial, look them in the eyes and go, "You want to come with me for a second?" And just like hold out my hand.
Make me a persuasion check.
I just so happen. Nope. Hero point. Hero point. Hero pointing. What the heck? What is that? A 2? What is happening?
There is some trepidation. They don't seem to fully trust it. Perhaps the last time they took a mortal's hand is what got them into this situation. But yeah.
All right, we'll work on it.
Okay.
I'll end my turn for right now. We'll work on it. I'll do that again.
Alrighty, my lovely friends here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Booples, they will basically use their actions. Dun, 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 dun. Those ones will stride twice to get to there. These ones will stride twice to get to there. And that will be their turn. Darius.
Darius is channeling the spirit of someone he doesn't know, but knows is named Harrison Ford. He's going to say, "Get off our ship." And Darius is going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best cleric spell.
Been waiting for that.
I forgot about Spirit Guardians. I'm not going to lie.
So good.
To be fair,
So
I was
good.
going to get them with it anyway. I was going to...
What's the
now
range?
I'm saving a sorcery point.
What's
so
the
thanks.
range on it, Darius?
I will just put it in chat.
Yes. 15
Okay,
foot
Okay, so let's
radius.
get to all of
15 feet.
them. All right, and it is a wisdom saving throw. All right, I'll make one for the unit. An 8
Oh no.
is a failure. Matt, roll your damage, please, friend.
Eviscerate.
Technically, I already did roll it, I guess. 16.
Oh, well, these things have a maximum hit points of 11.
So in a burst of glowing little floating Mario hammers,
The darkness is banished.
Not often.
and then I move like okay, I wasn't sure if that guy was still alive.
He's gone.
I am going to run back to where I came from. Well, that was a fun little interlude. How's things going in here, Luna?
I am firing at the cannons.
It seems like a lot of the crew of the Philomena has attempted to board the ship.
She's following the missiles.
So it actually has to spend its entire turn this turn reloading weapons. But it looks like next turn it'll probably get to fire its ballista and its magnol, whatever the weapon's called. Luna, you're up.
That one doesn't sound good.
The magnol is what did the 33 damage to you.
Yeah, that was what I fired at last time. So I'm gonna use my double attack and finish off the 3-part process to fire the ballistas at the magnol cannon.
Yeah, get that cannon.
Fire at will. And 18 hits. Roll your damage.
Good, please. Oh, that's bad.
I mean, it's what D10s. Okay, dang, that's not great.
3d10 with a 9. Can I use a hero point to reroll damage?
It would only be one of the dice.
It would only be one of the dice, technically.
Oh, that's not worth it.
Yeah.
Give me a second here. 1 bonus action to haste boots this shit. We're gonna do it. We're gonna haste boots so we get another double action in here.
Okay.
So Luna will get the next 2 points. It will be ready to fire by whoever has the next action and wants to do so.
All right.
Luna just like drinks a cup of coffee and is like vibrating.
Giving Luna coffee is scary.
Oh.
These are the boots of coffee.
What can she do when she's hyped up on caffeine?
Ascend.
Yeah, to godhood. That's the next step. We'll all be gods by the end of this campaign.
I guess I'll just get over here.
And this time I'll even say yes.
I guess
Holy heck.
Fire it.
Will, could we all be individual gods of our different aspects?
I mean, that's what happened.
That game.
That's what happened last time.
Oh,
oh, that's some
I
garbage.
haven't been able to.
Yeah, I'm gonna use one of my hero points. I forgot this thing. I hate that this automatically rolled advantage because it threw a natural 20 up there that doesn't count, and it's disgusting.
15 hits. Roll your damage.
All right. Oh,
11.
Wow.
Hey, that's some nice damage that you've done there.
That's damage. I don't know if I'd put any qualifiers on it.
Well, I mean, it's gotten the cannon to some nice damage. Advantage toggle. Let's see if that fixed it for you.
Oh, yeah, there.
All right.
Thank you.
Anything else on your turn, Vim?
I don't know if I've got anything worthwhile to do as a bonus action. Wait, you said we could. I have a second attack, so would I then be able to load it again after the fire?
Yep.
Okay, so you would use my second attack as a way to load it then.
All right.
And then that'll be my turn.
Captain Cypress.
Yes, we're gonna do another persuasion. to see if we can't convince this pretty person to let me save her. 20, dirty 20.
At 20, they will reluctantly take your hand.
I promise it'll be fun. And I snap my fingers and a door opens beneath us. And I just kick it downwards to open it, to break. And we both fall through like a portal forwards onto the ship, back where I was.
As you do so, the Philomena powers down. The oxygen cloud around it disappears when it does. And any of the creatures left on the ship, no more. And the ship has powered
Better
down.
not include my crew.
Well, who knows?
Maybe they all escaped.
Or maybe they were all captured before the ship was taken.
And yeah, as Captain Cypress teleports back onto the ship and the Philomena powers down effectively, that's the end of the combat.
Wasted my haste.
Sorry.
Not wasted.
I don't know who this is. I entrust her to you. I gotta get back on my ship, and I immediately start heading back towards where it was attached.
As you start walking there, you realize, oh, my oxygen field on the ship is probably shut down. I'll need an air bubble of some sort in order to breathe on there.
Do we have any go-to air bubbles? Is that something you guys carry on this ship?
See, the problem is normally that would be something that I would ask the ship if we had, but that's not really on the table right now.
Give me. Hold on a sec.
Can you make me
I
an
would-
oxygen
I would
tank?
let
10
I
minutes
would
and
I
I
would let
can.
Darius spend 10 minutes to make like an old style diving suit for Cypress.
Now,
Nice.
with or without fabricate the spell.
With fabricate, I would say.
Okay, yeah. Darius, I always imagine when Darius sits down, he actually does like the loaf that cats do, where they just tuck their legs
Of
under.
course he does.
But his centaur torso is still up, and he just kind of like crosses his hands in front of him, and his hammer just starts kind of glowing and floating, tumbling in the air in front of him. That's how he's casting fabricate. And at the end
will
of the 10
say-
minutes, taps, and then thing just springs into being.
I will say, a great example of a wonderful gentlemanly loaf is Chibi loafs with one paw in front of the other like this. He's very gentlemanly about it.
But of course.
But yes.
But of course.
Darius, you're able to do that. The celestial spirit appears before all of you as to like basically an icon of beauty. Whatever your character finds beautiful is the form that she'll take. Or that
When
they'll
did we
take.
get EDC?
Oh, McKenna wasn't here for this.
She'll watch the pod, right?
Maybe.
We'll bully her into
If I'll be able to see if she watches the VOD because we'll get a VOD view from Japan. I'll be like, McKenna.
I don't even know what that would mean for Vim.
Yeah, what is Vim's?
I don't.
Is
Is
it
it like
Mother
a-
Myrtle?
I hope it's not
Like
like a
some-
Mother Myrtle. That would be real weird.
Whatever you
Well,
picture
the
of like
thing
a
is-
young Mother Myrtle.
But the thing is like it wouldn't be a romantic thing to him because it's not
Mhm.
really his
I think
thing.
it'd be beautiful
so-
without being romantic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that's what I mean.
You
as
can
far
take it
as,
to the
like,
aesthetic beauty of it.
Yeah, so I'm not like it might have at least shades of that because that's kind of like just his general frame of reference.
Yeah.
There's like
Um,
it's kind of like that beauty through like just sheer admiration. So definitely lean that direction.
fair enough. But yeah, you're the celestial as she just kind of stands there.
That was a very realistic yawn, Will.
there's almost something not right to them. They physically look out of place in this universe. If someone wants, they can make me a religion check.
I am busy
Yeah.
crafting a. I am busy fabricating, so I cannot.
Ooh,
And
more plus
they
zero
should
points.
probably go
Uh,
back
Around
to.
the same as where I was at.
Oh no.
I'll
What
let
is
you make it,
the end
Darius, while you're
sketched?
doing this. It's just a knowledge. It's just a recall knowledge. So you can.
Oh, okay. I crack one eye open. Religion. Yeah, dirty 20.
Darius, you're able to recall and basically tell the party quickly that this celestial is not related to any iconography from this realm. They're probably a celestial creature from like one of the many consumed universes.
I relay that and go back to my casting.
They are locking eyes with Luna.
Uh-oh.
What's going
That
on
doesn't
here?
sound right.
What's going on in here?
Do I know you?
They immediately back up. They look incredibly fearful of Luna.
Did I do something?
Not again. I won't let you take me again.
She's not trying to take you.
This celestial like immediately holds up their hands and like barriers of light begin to appear. Luna, can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
I decidedly can.
19.
Nice.
So Luna, you will realize that this is a memory. Instead of you reliving a moment, you'll realize that this is a memory coming back to you of a different Luna. A Luna who made a very different choice. You see yourself and Sword Friend walking into a celestial palace in dark Calistigian armor. Standing beside you, Sildana. The final battle of this universe, Sildana had finally won at least this form of Luna over to her side, perhaps. And after the final battle is won, Sildana locks eyes with you and just sighs. This is not you. I know it is not. And while I appreciated the company for this run, I will not be attempting this again. And they run a blade through Luna. Clearly at some point in that failed universe, Luna had been taken control of by Sildana. And at least as far as you can tell, true to her word, she has never attempted to do that again.
I am sorry. That was not the same me that you see here. I don't want to hurt you.
Persuasion check, advantage. 15. The celestial loosens their barrier a bit. They're still in a defensive position. They're still afraid. But they are taking a moment. They're regaining their bearings. She looks around the ship. I am not home anymore. It's gone, isn't it?
Seems
This
like
is
a
the
fair
last
bet.
universe.
Then I will make my home here, I suppose. They captured most of us. Many of the Celestials from many of the realms that this order has conquered were captured. They use us as batteries, as power sources.
Can we free them?
Much like your friend freed me, it only takes a hand outreached.
I would like to.
I warn you, though. There are some that have fallen. And then they will wave their hand and an image will appear. And you will see in that same dark Calistigian armor that so many of these creatures wear, a celestial with wings of void and nothingness. Some have fallen to darkness. But they can be saved. The Celestial will draw a weapon. They will basically take out what appears to be a long sword, but it's less of like a long sword like a traditional one, and it's more like a tuning fork. With two basically metal parts, and then in the
Yeah.
middle of it is just a light. As they draw this weapon, Sword Friend kind of... New weapon analysis completed. Integrate?
Integrate? Oh, we couldn't take. That's her weapon, Sword Friend.
I've seen what that weapon can do. It can have mine. It's much more powerful than I am.
Are you sure?
I only ask that you free as many of us from the darkness as you can.
I promise. On my oath. And I'll protect you.
The celestial faces you, Luna, now standing, eye to eye. May your oath be true. And you as a group feel this light wash over you. And may you be able to bring light where there is nothing but dark. And as the Sword Friend integrates the blade, the Celestial, as they're away from the thing that was anchoring to this place, dissolves.
We'll free them.
Of course we will. You just see, you turn and see that Cypress is in like a full bubble sort of like diver's outfit, and you just hear a, of course we will. That's
Luna
just how we
just
work.
gives a little.
You as a group,
Make
the
me
party
your
has
leader.
now all gained a spell-like ability.
Okay.
The whole party?
Yes. As a bonus action, a number of times a day equal to your charisma modifier, minimum 1, you are able to use Cleansing Smite.
So what if our charisma's -1?
Minimum 1.
He said
Minimum one.
minimum
Okay,
one.
sorry.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Minimum 1. So you're able to use a Cleansing Smite. Any creature defeated by a Cleansing Smited attack will have whatever influence the Calistigian Order has over it removed from them.
Cool. I feel like I've seen this in an anime somewhere.
Probably. I would say it's probably that.
Need to make sure it's used when we are pretty sure someone's almost down for the count. Especially if it's somebody that's, I guess,
Is this the
more
thing? By the
persuaded.
way, is this the thing you've made up, Will? Is there an
This
ability?
is the thing that I have homebrewed for this
Okay.
campaign.
I was looking up. I'm like, I can't find it.
Yeah, there is no such thing, but it basically will do that, and it adds damaged d8 equal to your proficiency modifier to the attack. So whatever that is. So right now I believe it's 4 or 5.
Yeah,
it's 4.
4, I think.
Yeah. So right now it will add 4d8 to the damage, and then any creatures defeated or killed by a cleansing smite will have the Calistigian Order's influence basically ripped away from them.
Y'all are right.
Cool.
Cool.
Cool. All right. So the diving suit's done. We've gained this ability. The sword friend has gained new power.
Mhm.
Captain, are you going to need any more assistance with your vessel? I don't think I can make another suit, but if you bring me anything from your ship that needs repairing, I can just kind of mundanely try and repair that.
So the ship is currently tethered to your own.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my idea is to secure tether so that it doesn't cause more damage if we do it, and get this thing at least tethered to this ship enough that we can travel with it, because I'm not leaving it adrift. Period. Ain't happening. Not going that way. I just I mean, I will bring over what I can.
Now, your ship has been fully looted. Your quarters taken. Everything in there gone.
I had some really nice shit in there.
And broken across a
They
like just
looted
like
it.
broken across a random part of the ship. You will see a exquisite fiddle that was just destroyed.
Oh, not the fiddle.
15. Your phone's right now.
And not my fiddle, because I keep that one with me.
But one of your extras, like one of
your
Captain
backup fiddle.
Cyrus's fiddles.
Backup. Well, I never. Well, don't worry, old girl. We'll get you back up to speed. And then we'll go out and plunder more places and get loot again. And I'm gonna go down and do what I can to get it at least where it's got a running oxygen bubble.
Yeah.
That was successful. Well done, mother.
Okay.
But yes, you are able to get the ship tethered. You are able to get it set up.
That is the idea.
And as your ship begins to go further into the darkness, you will all receive the benefits of a long rest.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah. You're all going to get the benefits of a long rest. You're going to get all your stuff back.
Yay.
Because eventually, coming into view will be a decently large asteroid.
Ruh-roh.
That appears to have like a full-on like landing section on the top of it. Appears to be some sort of like active maybe quarry or mine inside of it. And in addition to that, you can see a number of basically not Calistigian, but you can see a number of humanoid creatures on the surface kind of working the asteroid.
Like we can tell that they're not Calistigian?
Yes, the
Or we
ones
just can't tell that they are from here.
the ones on the surface aren't wearing any Calistigian armor or
Gotcha.
armor. But this is the spot that like your triangulation is taking you for the ship, for Judith, for like all of that. So like they're probably on here somewhere. What do y'all do?
That's entirely up to y'all.
Hold on. Just to confirm, are we essentially towing Cyprus's ship?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I am Darius. I'm not going to make this suggestion, but Captain, how familiar are you with the naval tradition of press ganging, where you force people to be your crew for your ship?
Yes. I put you to other realms.
Not unheard of, and tends to be the go-to. I'm very persuasive.
I mean, this could be the start of an amazing story as we pick up a ragtag group of rebels and make a family out of them.
So you want me to convince if there are somethings on that?
I mean, do we also know maybe
you can
is
see
it your
some
crew?
sort of you can see some sort of humanoids walking around on the surface of this asteroid. It does appear to have air, like your ship sensors tell you that it does have air.
An envirodome.
I mean, yeah, I can go and talk to them, see if maybe they would like to be temporary potential permanent hires on the Philomena.
What do you think that they are doing on that floating rock?
Question.
Maybe they're just lost from the, darkness spreading.
They might not have a home. Yes, we should go ask them if they need help. We are doing this. Evie, we are doing this.
Yes, I am landing this. I will land this ship carrying another ship.
That sounded very natural, Evie. Good job.
This doesn't seem to be, or does it seem to be the asteroid that, like, where the people were that we were headed towards?
Yeah, this seems to be it.
There's people outside that aren't Chalcidians, so
Yeah, they don't appear
captured.
to be Chalcidian.
All right.
They also, like, taking a look at them, they are very strange to you. You've never seen humanoids like this before. They can't really make out close details, but they appear to be almost like very lanky. Like, think like very lanky hobgoblins almost.
Well, I can work with that. Yeah, I can work with that.
Yeah. So
give me a good bottle of scotch and some time, and I can get them to tell me their whole life stories.
How do you all want to approach this is my question. What would you all
the
like
Luna
to
method
do?
is to go out and befriend them immediately. So unless somebody else is
Wait.
going to object to that,
Quick.
that is plan A.
I have an idea that may assist you with this plan, Luna. Rash, bake up some cookies.
Yes, we should approach them with cookies. People love cookies.
Space cookies.
Space cookies. Perfect.
And I'm sure
Cookie
Rash is just like,
cats.
oh yes, I already have a Tupperware of cookies. Here you go.
Pulls like a tray out of the fridge of like already like little blobs of cookie batter. I was going to make these anyway, so now they can just go right in the oven.
Huh.
So
Oh no, Will's looked at the stats of cookies and realized they're overpowered.
No, I just realized I don't actually have apparently the tokens for these creatures loaded into the Roll20 game.
Why do they need
correctly.
tokens? Well,
Why do they need tokens?
Why do
Well,
they
So
need
that I can
tokens?
show you the artwork of this very cool group
Paint
of
us
people.
a picture, Will. Use the power of your words.
Sure. So there are several creatures as the ship lands. It sort of depends on who you're looking at.
The
but
closest? We
they
come in
there's
peace. Sorry.
they have a variety of skin tones, ranging from ivory white to duskwood black. Um, Thick shadows seem to filt and dance, almost like a second layer of skin on their bodies as you're approaching them a little bit. Their skin is further decorated with intricate patterns of paint. Uh, and you can see that some of them are like commanding their shadows to actually move and grab things for them, as they seem to be like setting up some sort of maybe like fort, something on this area, maybe an entrance of some sort. I'm going to
Oh, I like them.
put you on
I do like them.
Is anyone else picturing? It talks about like the moving patterns on the skin, like the Rorschach mask.
I was actually picturing, as terrible as the movie was, the one that was the two brother and sister in space with the aliens. I'm trying to remember what movie that was.
I've
It's
uploaded
like
an
Jupiter
image.
ascending or something.
Oh wow, Jupiter ascending.
I remember that.
I've uploaded an image
Pepperidge
of one
Farm
of these.
remembers.
I've uploaded an
Pepperidge
image
Farm
of one of these
remembers.
creatures to the Discord for the Astral channel.
Oh, I know it. I think I
Let's see.
recognize these.
What are you pulling here?
Interesting.
They look like a proper band of piratey creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
So cute.
Well, is this from the Tiang book?
Yes.
I knew it. I know what these are. I mean, Darius doesn't have a clue, but I do.
Listen, we have an entire multiverse of creatures to pull from. E.g., I get to use Pathfinder art in a D&D game, and that makes me happy. But apparently I don't have tokens for these things. So, as you, basically, like, you can see that there appears to be, like, some sort of quarry that they're building. I'm just going to put some placeholder tokens onto the field for now. Just go into this one here, and I'll grab something that looks appropriate. I'll grab these ones here. Because why not? I don't get to use this token enough, so we'll use this token. Okay, or not. Game. Boop. Oh, there we go.
The red one, Liliana.
One there.
They've dug into the moon.
They have fully
It's a
actually dug into this asteroid.
I feel
The
like
it's the truck and the crane for me. It's just reminding me very much of Mass Effect right now.
Well, that is one of the sort of inspirations for this campaign, so that would actually make a lot of
But did they
sense.
dig too
I
greedily
made
and
so
too
many
deeply?
DMs so happy because I've never played Mass Effect. And I don't see their obvious
Well,
stolen.
this one's less obvious. This one's less obvious and just more of like it's a quarry site. Don't worry, just don't touch any of the relics in here and you'll be fine.
Is anyone doing any
Oh, great,
calibrations?
wonderful.
No.
I'm disappointed.
I might...
No, unfortunately, I would be all over that.
Luna, Vim, Evie, Darius, Rash, Captain Cypress. Boom. And yeah, your ship is just off the side of the map here. As you kind of land, these creatures look at all of you. And then basically just immediately return to their work. They don't appear to mind your existence much.
Should I step forward and go, hello?
I think you're the most well, or maybe Luna.
I was like, Vim, Cypress,
Yeah.
and Luda are all, I think, at max
We're all-
charisma.
Yeah, that's fair.
I like if you I'm technically above it because I get to add 2 stats. So yeah, I guess.
But is Vin the conversation starter?
I mean, it kind of depends. Like they see us and then they working. Yeah, I'd want to see how I'm when Cypress goes to say like hello. I am just gauging how if any of them react and how they react if any of them react differently.
Luna will immediately add, "We have cookies.
They're fresh.
They are fresh."
A couple of them crane their heads but return to work. The one that was inside of that like office, by the looks of it, kind of walks out and begins to approach you all. And to what pleasure do I have to welcome you to our little operation and work site?
Oh, we saw you here and wondered if you needed help. You are?
I am the Shadow of the Wanderer. A pleasure to meet you.
I am Luna. It is also nice to meet you. These are my friends Vin and Cypress and Darius and Evie and Rash. And
huh?
Yes.
Yes.
We just happened to be floating in this spectral scent of, darkness and despair, and saw your meteor and thought we should go say hi.
We anticipated you all coming here at some point.
Oh, do you know who we are?
Not you personally, but we know of you and your type. In every universe, the Calistigian Order has some sort of group fighting against it, and you are about a dime a dozen in a very long line of people walking towards their graves.
Oh, well, I have fought against the Calistigian Order in every universe, it seems, but I do not remember all of them.
And
I was not aware of their existence until just a few weeks ago. But I'm here.
So, have you been going along with them, universe to universe?
Yeah, it is either that or be consumed by absolute nothingness, so...
But you're
So
not...
you're floaters.
You're not, like, true believers, though.
Hostages with a paycheck would probably be the best way of describing ourselves.
Servants.
Would you like an alternative? This is the last universe, so frankly, if this one goes away, there's nowhere for you to hop to next with them. But if you come with us, not only are there cookies, but also you don't have to work like this.
Luna, if someone wants to make me an insight check, they can.
Yeah, I'm not.
Is Luna included in?
Yep, anyone can.
You said my name first. I was like.
Vim, Luna,
Mm-hmm.
The two of you, just from the way this person is speaking to you, can tell that this is a person who has lost all hope. Like, they have given up. They have consigned themselves to the fate. They are just trying to survive for one more day.
So, we've got some people that I'm pretty sure are in here somewhere. Do you think you might feel a little different if we get in there and get them out and make it out?
I will allow one person in the party to make me a persuasion, intimidation, or deception check, some sort of social skill, with either with advantage from Luna and from Vim, basically speaking.
I mean, I get advantage anyway, but I do have a good.
I leave it up to the party to decide.
It'd be 2 + 9s for me. What do you got?
You got +11.
Go for it.
22.
They look at you, Vim. If it is the final universe anyway,
Yes.
there is no harm in one final try, I suppose.
No.
I'll give you this warning. Not everyone who works the Calistigian Order here will be as understanding as me and my men, but I shall grant you passage deeper down, along with one condition, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He points to a charm that's basically tied around his neck, like a little collar.
Yeah.
One of the Calistigians down in their lab, in their excavation site, holds one of these charms around their neck. If you can capture that charm and return it to me while on whatever mission you are going down here, we will no longer be bound to them, and we'll be happy to aid any cause that sees fit to be willing to rehome us.
Oh, that is us. We are a cause that would be happy to rehome you.
Yeah, we got means passage to get you out of here. At least to get you on something, to get you into the air, to get you out of here, for sure.
Yeah, that certainly
With
worth a shot.
with certain contractual obligations, of course, but pays good and freedoms of plus, so.
And because you were successful, they are going to they are going to walk back into their little hut, and you will see them basically opening up like a hidden compartment, and they will pull out this beautiful wooden rifle.
Well, all right then. Was not
And
expecting that.
they will place it in front of you all. They will hold it out and they will say, "As thanks. And perhaps may you use it to better deal with the Calistigians."
You.
Check that out.
It is a black powder rifle. Any creature with proficiency in crossbows or heavy crossbows can use it. It has basically a reload of 1, and it does a d12 damage.
Huh?
If you roll a natural 1 on it, though, the weapon has a possibility of being destroyed.
Yeah.
But it is effectively a rifle. If you're proficient with crossbows, you can use it. So I think that could go to like a Vim, that could go to a Captain Cypress, that could go to a Evie, that could go to a pretty much anyone. I think you're all proficient in that weapon.
Crossbows are pretty common proficiency, I think.
I have it as well, I think, because I have a light crossbow in my inventory.
So
crossbows are pretty.
If y'all
common.
want, if someone wants a rifle that does a d12 of damage, it is a two-handed weapon.
I would defer to either Matt or Sarah first.
I would defer to someone else first because I do plenty of other things in combat.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if Sarah might need a ranged option.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I'll
makes
take it.
sense for a
'Cause
pirate.
I think, yeah, because I'm pretty sure, Evie prefers ranged.
Yeah.
So she's already got ranged.
And I prefer to
options.
fight up close. So I've got my 10-foot range sword, and that's good enough for me.
So we can dip in here and start looking around.
Yeah. As you all begin to make your way down this sort of hastily carved, basically, system of ramps going deeper into this quarry, the lights become unnatural. They become these like iridescent bars that seem to be producing light. As you go deeper and deeper, they continue to connect to the different parts of this, and you eventually begin to hear the sounds of mining. And I think as you all reach into the bottom of this section, and Captain Cypress basically loading up rubble into a mine cart, you will see two members of the Philomena's crew. Upon seeing you, there is a smile on their face, and I think they will just look up to you, Captain Cyrus, and say, "All right, so we're getting out of here now?"
Yes, although, and she reaches into her bag and pulls out a bunch of sheets of paper. This is a contract. We have
Oh
to make
boy.
sure everything's in order. And you just see her start putting out pens and go, this is your rate of pay. This is your sum of it. And it's like a fully set contract. Like, you guys got to sign that before you join because you're unionized and you have rights
I mean,
on that ship.
they were already part of your crew.
These are part of your. These are people that
these
were
are
Oh,
already
that's right. Yeah,
hired.
yeah.
Yeah, these are two folks who are already part of your crew. It looks like they will look to you and say,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
the rest of us are all working down here. They have us expanding these tunnels. I think the folks that y'all are looking for are deeper in.
Yeah, you guys aren't really like diggers. You're more actors. So, I mean, if you know anybody who wants to join the crew, we've got room. We'll get the rest of us and get on there and get everybody out. So, she sets up and goes, "All right, ship's tied up there. Get it in working order. There's a little bit of damage to it. Might want to repair a little bit of that, and then make sure it's in working order. I'll get everybody else back on board and we'll get the hell out of this rock."
And I think as you all begin to descend deeper into the mines, and I put it onto the new mines map that will be on next week.
The mines. Oh, it's a dungeon crawl.
I will say
Have
thank
not been
you
in one of
all.
those dungeon crawls in a while.
Thank
I'm
you all
excited.
so much for coming to tonight's episode of the Astral Calling. Join us next time as our party goes deep underground in order to face off with this contingent of the Calistigian Order, and perhaps even an old enemy. Goodbye, friends.
They gasp.